This episode of Hobie is sponsored by Ho Jeff. Save 25% with promo code HobiePod.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books, movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Man, that sucked. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again. Please, God, no. Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts. He wrote scripts. All right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 530. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
I'm Jim.
Brian.
Scab Blake?
Randall?
No.
No,
Jeff.
Probably Scab Randall.
Beaver Hands.
Beaver Hands.
Wait.
Seven.
Scab Beaver Hands?
Yes, Scab Beaver Hands. Oh!
Is that the Kurt Rambis expert himself?
Kurt Rambo? I think that's Kurt Rambo you guys are thinking of.
You know, the only reason I looked that up was, or not that, but when I corrected.
Gotta get closer, Doug.
When I corrected,
There you go.
I thought, Kurt Rambis died? How did I miss that? When did he die?
Well, you know, our tagline is, we are correct until proven wrong. We're a history podcast. That's another tagline. Another tagline.
I thought the tagline was not a history podcast.
Whatever.
Yes, well, it is not a history. Jason was just proven wrong again.
Yes, see, I was right.
Until I proved you wrong.
Correct. We did talk about the history of Alaska a couple episodes.
Yep, we did.
Unfortunately, the episode that we titled Alaska, we did not talk Alaska. Every other episode around that we did. So
It's nice to keep the guests guessing.
yes,
You know?
yes. I agree.
The listeners
The listeners.
guessing, not the guests guessing.
Yeah.
Because that's...
So, Blake, what do you think of those space Oreos?
They're out of this world.
Do you like the popping candy?
Yes.
There we go.
I'm like, we're on the wrong page, but I got 4 buttons to hit before I get to the right page. So
I mean, to be fair, that was a sort of intergalactic sound.
Did you say Tubi? Like Tubi Tuesdays?
That is today.
It is Tubi Tuesday.
Wait. Who
It's
would,
like
who would
Space
do
Rocks
a,
in the Oreo, man.
That's what it is.
Who would do a show for Tubi Tuesdays?
That would be Brad of Tubi Tuesdays.
Old man Brad,
Yeah.
as he's so...
Old man Brad. I was on his show last week.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
I'm
Yeah.
Brad.
Brad invited me.
Oh, thanks, Brad. Appreciate that.
Appreciate the invites, Brad.
We reviewed Here for Blood.
What's that?
Really good horror film. It's about
Brad.
There you go. He's a This guy's a wrestler, and basically he has to fend off a cult from abducting his girlfriend and the girl that they were babysitting.
Wait, was this part of the Vince McMahon trial?
No, it was not. No.
Sounds very familiar.
No. John Laurinaitis is in it, though. Odd. But anyways, yeah, it was a really good film. It was a lot of fun, and we appreciate them giving us a screener for it. So thank you guys. And yeah, go see Here for Blood. It's on Screambox starting next week, I think. You can rent it. And so there you go. So go check it out. Tubi Tuesdays with Old Man Brad.
The lingering popping in my mouth from the
Oreo?
base
Galactic
dunk.
Oreos?
Yeah.
I was okay with them. They're nothing great.
It's quite entertaining.
All it is
There's one left.
All right, give it to me.
now Doug is delivering us some ice cream.
Yes.
That we do not know the flavor of. He did not share the packaging with us.
This is mystery flavored ice cream.
Can I abstain?
No.
No.
I appreciate this because now we don't have any preconceived notions of what it's going to be to ruin our true reaction.
Doug, it doesn't have any shrimp or crawfish or anything like that for Brian, does it?
No.
Okay.
I'll ruin my Oreo.
Or mushrooms. There's no mushrooms for those who may be allergic to mushrooms.
This isn't on the same vein as ranch or mac and cheese. This is more legitimate.
Well, the good news is it doesn't smell like it's bad ice cream.
It looks like there's like some type of crumble in there with it.
I was thinking carrots.
Carrots.
Now, because this is in the same vein as I had the cornbread and jam, so it was like vanilla ice cream with cornbread pieces.
So first off,
this is in the same.
It doesn't smell horrendous.
Smells like a
pieces
praline.
aren't orange, so they're not carrots.
They're brown.
But they could be purple carrots.
Smells like a pralines or pecan.
It does have a nutty smell.
I'm not sure if I like it, though. It's not good.
Okay.
It's a vanilla ice cream.
Okay, before I try, I was looking at everybody else's reactions.
Mm-hmm. It's very chalky.
Yes. Texture is not good.
Yeah. Very chalky. I don't know what it is, though.
Nobody is actually gagging.
Yeah.
Or actively like throwing up in the
This
garbage
one we've
can.
had before, and you're just trying to show us that. Oh, you
Is
hated
it sweet
it then.
potato?
Okay,
No, it is not.
Sweet potato
don't say
wasn't
it yet,
bad.
because I have to try mine. I was
Okay, go ahead.
Give us reaction.
Your son wasn't a big fan of it.
Oh, did he try it?
Yeah, he got the last of it.
Yeah. I'm kind of like with Blake. I can't figure out what taste it is.
It has like a pumpkin-y or
Yeah.
squashy flavor, I would
Maybe
think.
squash?
Butternut.
Butter squash?
Squatter buttnosh.
There you go. It's very chalky. I don't like the texture at all.
Yeah, it tastes, or texture-wise, kind of like a freezer burn texture.
Yeah.
Almost overchurned.
Yeah?
It goes from like being ice cream to like maybe churned too long. And when you watch his shows, and it's longer than 7 minutes.
Yes.
Is that the
more-
churning?
It gets more towards the butter aspect.
Is that how long
I kinda
ice
like-
cream churn? 7 minutes?
I kind of like the
Yes.
squash / pumpkin kind of
Yeah.
taste texture.
I'm going with butter squash ice cream. That's my guess.
Butternut squash, you mean?
Yeah. There you go. Butter squash. Just squash made of butter.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck is butter squash?
Not even a thing.
It's not gagging.
It's not horrible. It's just not great. What do you think it is, Jeff? Butternut squash?
It really has, like a pumpkin flavor to it. So
You're going pumpkin?
something in the squash family or gourd family.
Okay. Blake or Brian, what do you think it is?
It's something potatoy too.
It's some sort of like
I mean, it could be a sneaky sweet potato thing he threw at us and saying,
the crumble part kind of reminds me of a pie crust.
Oh.
Sweet potato pie? Like that.
I will say, like, the melted part, like the melted ice cream,
good.
that tastes really good, like, when it melts.
I mean, my bowl is empty. I did not hate it.
Oh, there's a chalk part. Okay, I'm all done with that.
Okay, you ready?
Hold on, Jim, what do you got? What do you think?
Okay.
Jim's a good cook.
I think this has hair in it.
Pumpkin marshmallow pie.
That was what you're going with? Pumpkin marshmallow pie? What do you think, Jim? Did you find this on your route?
No, I did not.
Okay. Did you find it on your route, refreeze it?
Oh, I did not.
That was the ranch.
I bought this several weeks ago, though.
Oh,
So it's been sitting out in the sun for that long, and then
Yeah.
you refroze.
so it's not from the return to sender bag.
No.
Well, it could have been, but what do you think, Jim?
Like a pumpkin pie or something. I'm not getting any distinct flavor other than the vanilla.
What is it, Doug?
You guys went with the pumpkin, and I think that just threw you off. Malted milkshake and French fries.
So potato.
The
The
frosty-
potato,
That's
you got
the
the
potato.
Potatoes,
That's where the texture
Potato.
is.
Yeah, he said potato.
Yeah.
Okay.
The frosty with the French fries.
Why would you mix French fries in a malted?
A lot of people dip French fries in their
Malts.
Wendy's
in their
Frosties.
frosties.
I never get that either.
I mean, you've heard of that, haven't you, Blake?
I've heard of people dipping their French fries into Wendy's. Yes,
I think that's what they're going
That's
for with
kind of the
this.
vein.
Now I taste the fries. Now I can get it.
I always
I
did
think you
mine.
went off on squash and all of a sudden everything.
Yeah.
what I couldn't get was the malted, the malt flavor.
Yeah, I still didn't taste the malt, and it's.
I got the malt flavor. I just wasn't.
I'm not necessarily getting at least a prevalent malt flavor, and it isn't like a chocolate frosty.
Yeah, I like the malt in the chocolate.
But I ate an entire little
not
package of Whoppers last night. So
you were preparing, and you didn't even know it.
I don't understand the whole fries in a malt anyways. Like, I think it looks disgusting.
It tastes delicious.
Really? Do you do that?
I do. When I rarely get a chocolate frosty.
Okay.
I do not. I'm not a big fan of the hot fries and the cold. So this is like, well, I guess the nasty texture is probably due to the fries or whatnot.
The mashed up fries.
You definitely taste the fries then once you know it.
Right.
Yeah.
So from now on, anytime we get ice cream, you can't tell us. You got to do the surprise.
Oh,
God.
Oh, yes.
I had a former roommate who used to dip her French fries in her malt, and I just gave her like the weirdest look when the first time I saw her do it. And she goes, "Everybody does this." I'm like, "Not everybody."
Just because everyone does it doesn't mean you have to.
Oh, it has a very bad aftertaste.
Okay, so would you like to try the Griffo's cheese nips to cleanse your palate?
Oh, no.
Those are absolutely delicious.
Delightful.
Yes.
Yeah, he pulled those out of the bag, and I was like, "Yes, sir."
We
Let's
ate
go.
a lot of those last time they came out.
Did you get the fries?
I just got a big hunk of fry on that one. I haven't had a big hunk before, but...
Have you had a little hunk before?
Yes, I've had little hunks a lot, but I've never had a big hunk.
I think we got people writing down some names to the show right now.
But that was just cold French fry flavor, and that was not good.
Did you like this, Doug? You never gave us your opinion on it.
It was okay, yeah.
How was Scab Randall? Did she like it?
She didn't try it. This is...
First time?
Yes.
Okay.
Exclusive to Hobie?
Oh, that aftertaste is rough, though.
It's really not.
I still have the mac and cheese in my freezer.
Which was not the worst.
Well, because ranch exists.
That was... God.
For it to be worse than the ranch, I mean, it's going to have to be putrid.
It would actually have to make me throw up.
Like seaweed.
Somebody will have to throw up.
Yeah.
I honestly think
I was very
something
close.
happened to that ranch and it turned before we got it, because that cannot be a flavor that they were advertising for people to actually eat.
Do you think it was a bad sign when Doug opened up the lid and it said, "What the fuck you doing?" It's like, whoa, the ice cream's turning.
It was sentient.
God. Doug, I'm not kidding you. I had nightmares about that ranch. That was the worst thing. I'm not kidding. It was the weirdest nightmare.
I mean, it was not good, but watching everybody eat it, it made it worth it.
Oh, without a doubt.
It's good. It was good podcasting.
Reaction of Jeff.
That was just from the smell.
You okay over there, Jeff?
Okay, now this is, what is it, Van Leeuwen's ice cream?
Is this Van Leeuwen's too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it at Walmart. They have a whole thing. I haven't had any really good ones, but they do have champagne flavored.
I could try that.
Well, now we know it's coming.
Well, see, now it won't, because it could be good. I'm not going to eat for anything that could be good.
That's true. That is true.
I would eat that.
You know how disappointed I am when I go and I look and it's like, oh, these are just normal flavors. What's the fun in that?
Why make vanilla?
Yeah, it's kind of like that when we go to the grocery store and my kids always are to look at the Oreos. They're like, "Do you have this one? Yes. Did you try this one? Yes. This one? Yes."
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just bring in vanilla.
That could
and
work.
not tell you and see what it throws.
Gotcha.
This is weird. I don't know what it is.
So, medium. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, John.
No, I'm just going to say it's going to be better than the store brand vanilla we had growing up.
Because I always thought there was chocolate ice cream and then there was ice cream without flavoring.
Yeah. Vanilla ice cream was before they flavored the ice cream, because there was no flavor to the vanilla ice cream we had growing up.
But for some reason, our mother bought it all the time.
Do you
Is that
remember
the one of the small tubes and the wooden stick spoons?
Oh, those things.
No, it wasn't that. It was like the half gallon of ice cream, or just
like
the
a Polar Pack. Like 99 cents a half gallon.
Yeah, it was the cheapest
whatever
you could
the
get.
Thriftway brand was at the time. I don't.
Hey, Blake, why does this ice cream taste like wood? That's all it was that spoon.
Yeah, it tasted like the spoon. You're right.
The spoon tastes better than the ice cream.
Doug, wasn't our ice cream always like ice frozen ice are on top of it. Remember that?
Freezer burn?
Freezer burn?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it felt like it was always freezer burned.
Well, it's because you didn't eat it right away, and those things didn't store well.
We had 4 boys. You would think it would be eaten right away.
They bought the shitty type.
Well, they did.
It
That's
was
true.
in a box, so it wasn't like a lid that
Yeah, there's no
sealed out
lid.
the air.
Yeah, once you open those old school boxes, you
Yeah.
got to either eat it or
Yeah.
throw it in the garbage.
Do you think it was the frozen bologna on top that didn't help it either?
Possibly.
Could have been the ketchup. Could have been the ketchup.
And the fact that the freezer was surrounded in ice crystals to begin with,
That's true. That is
because it
true.
hadn't been de-thawed in 3 years.
That is true. We got this sent to us, actually from you, Doug, from Medium, where Blake gets all of his news from. They had all the Oreos flavored listed. And obviously we won't go through them, but some of the ones I wanted to see if we've tried before. Strawberry cheesecake. Do we try that one?
I have not.
I don't remember it, but it sounds glorious.
Okay. Quite possibly one of the best ones, chocolate peanut butter pie.
Well, yeah, that's
You know,
that's the best. When
You guys really need to write down which ones you've tried.
we probably
We got
do.
it right here.
Even if you don't grade it, but at least
Try.
so you know.
Well, now that we got all the flavors, I can't.
So now we need to go back
Now
and
you
listen
need-
to all the old.
No, we got it all right here.
No, Jason just needs to go through his phone camera roll and look at all the pictures.
That's true.
Good point.
Cherry cola Oreo. That sounds delightful.
Don't think we did that one.
Kettle corn.
I thought we had that.
I thought we did have
I
that.
think we did do kettle corn.
Let's see here. Geez, oh Pete. There's a lot of pistachio we did.
Yes.
This is the one I was trying to look for, and I can't find it. Is it pina colada?
I did not try that one, but what? Oh, I hope that's on the white cookie. Yeah. Because the pina colada on the chocolate cookie,
It's Oreo Thins pina colada. They might. I think it is when I was looking for it. I think it was marshmallow Krispy Kreme.
Nope.
I don't remember that one.
Maybe.
so it tastes like a Krispy Kreme donut.
Yeah,
Or a Rice Krispie treat.
peanut butter and jelly.
I have not
I
tried those.
think we tried peanut butter and jelly.
I don't remember if we have. We did toasted coconut.
Yeah, that's a common one.
Yeah. Gingerbread Oreo.
We did.
Yeah, I didn't particularly care for that.
That was not very good. Berry Burst ice cream.
I have not.
That might have been an early one that we did.
Yeah, I mean, we did so many. We did caramel apple.
Yeah.
Yes, we did do that.
Peppermint cream we did.
Yes.
That was
These are all pre-Brian Oreos.
mud pie. We did that
mud
one.
pie.
Mm-hmm. And root beer float. I don't think we did root beer float, did we? Or banana split.
Those don't sound familiar to me.
Waffles and syrup. I thought we did that one.
I would.
That was a white cookie.
I'm assuming it would be a white cookie. I'm trying to remember.
I think we did that one, didn't we?
I think so.
It was a Belgian cookie.
I would very much like to try those.
Peeps.
We definitely tried Peeps. We tried that with Brian.
That was yeah.
That was
Rocky Road. We did that one.
Yeah.
And then blueberry pie we did. I remember that one.
That was a pre-Brian Oreo.
Apple pie we did.
I do remember apple pie.
Swedish fish, which I think was our
I
first
think
one
that was
we
the
ever
first
did.
one we did.
And then jelly donut.
Now, one I noticed when the article came across was the key lime pie. And I
Yes.
don't remember trying that. And I really want to try it so I could at least remember trying it because I love key lime pie. And
Are they all in the United States, or are some of them like Canadian or something?
I think this is some of them. Well, no, this looks like it's American because
Which ones are we trying tonight?
Cinnabon it was Canadian, and that's not on here.
Okay.
They had Kraft hot chicken wing Oreos. Ooh, Kraft.
There's a whole world of Oreo flavors that have been opened up to me that I'm very curious about now.
Yeah, I think the cherry cola could be interesting.
I like cherry cola, and I
I do
like
too.
Oreos.
This
Yeah.
one only came with 5 in a pack, so somebody's got to split.
That's fine.
Which one is that?
What do we got here?
Jim's got
Wafers?
international Oreo.
We got a bunch of Korean Oreos here, and this one is a
Wafer.
Yeah, these aren't the cookies.
These are wafers. It's chocolate wafer.
Just chocolate wafer. Okay.
Oreo chocolate waffle.
It's a waffle fiend.
So,
Why are we throwing things around?
Well, because Blake put an empty pack of Oreos back on the table, not in the trash where they belong. So Doug was like, "Oh, I want to try these. I've never had these." And then it's like, "Oh no, I can't."
You guys wolfed them all down, so Doug didn't even get to try any of the.
I haven't
space
even tried one yet.
The space
The
ones.
space ones.
Oh, I didn't. Blake ate the last 3 of those.
That's correct.
This is interesting.
I can't get my pack open.
I can't either. We're not strong enough. Sorry.
Smells chocolatey.
I'm in. This is so good.
Well, Brian likes it.
So it's a chocolate wafer.
Oreo wafer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
If I can open the bag. There we go. Let's see what we got here.
It makes me wish I had a Kit Kat.
It does have Oreo, like the cookie flavor to it.
Yeah, it's the
That's real
pretty
good.
much an Oreo thing with the cream.
And then the cookie is like crispy.
Break me off a piece of that. Dang. Can't think of it.
Fancy feast.
That's it. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Break me off a piece of that Oreo bar. That's it. That's it. This is pretty good. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get these at? Amazon?
I was inspired to look on Amazon and say, what type of Oreos they have.
Okay.
And they had this 6-pack of different types.
Good job. Appreciate that.
So we just trying one a week for the next 6 weeks?
Yep. I think so. Doug, how's things been going for you? How's the mail carrier business?
Fine.
Okay. Has it slowed down?
Yes.
Okay.
Even with W2 season?
Yeah, that's done, so we're good.
Have you gotten...
The only thing I'm concerned about is all the, Temu ads on the Super Bowl.
Timu?
Whatever.
Is it Temu? Is it Temu?
Temu.
No.
What is Temu?
It's Temu.
Okay,
if you
that's how I
actually
describe
listen
it.
to the commercials, they call it Temu.
Well, cool. Well, it's pretty much a company that sells you a bunch of Chinese-made products at really cheap prices.
Okay, so
Really
Okay.
cheap
There's
products, really
Wish.
cheap prices, and then they steal your
Yes.
information.
Correct.
Wish is a cheaper and crappier Amazon. Temu is a cheaper and crappier Wish.
Oh, God.
And they do steal your stuff, your
well.
information.
You know.
See, that's the thing with some of that stuff at some of those prices. I'm like, that'd be cool to have, but I ain't giving you my information.
Yeah. Okay. Doug, were you complaining about the Super Bowl halftime show?
No.
Okay.
It's not as good as I expected it to be, though.
There's a lot of people on social media, mostly older people, complaining about it. I know that's shocking.
What were their complaints?
Well, wait a minute.
One said it was
So you
boring.
came to me because I'm older. Is
Yeah,
that what it was?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very boring.
Blake, what did you think of the Super Bowl show?
I really don't pay attention to Super Bowl halftime shows anymore. This is usually when I go fill up my food plates, get my beer refills. Because I know I at least got 20 minutes until football starts back up again.
At least.
I just want to say I'm happy because I am an old guy. Mm-hmm. I had seen online where I wasn't the only one who found out that, what's his name, Jermaine Dupri was not CeeLo Green.
Oh.
I thought it was. Apparently everybody else did too. Every other old white guy thought it was too.
What happened to CeeLo Green?
Does he look like CeeLo Green now?
He
Thought
does.
he did.
Oh,
He shaved his head and gained weight.
okay.
That
Because I'm
wasn't
like,
CeeLo Green?
It was not.
in my brain, I'm trying to think. Okay,
And his arm length wasn't proportional to his body
Was
size.
it like a T-Rex?
it's like I think I know what Jermaine Dupri looks
Yes.
like, and it's not CeeLo Green.
Who is Jermaine Dupri?
Rapper
I
from
really
Atlanta
don't think
area.
it's CeeLo Green.
Who's
Hey,
also a
there's
rapper
somebody I
from Atlanta.
recognize.
He's
I
related
thought
to Billy Joe Dupree.
He is not.
I did like that you and me and Fish, your son, had a text going, and I was like, it's Little John, and he's like, it's Little Wayne.
No, you said Lil Wayne.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
It's Little John. You would have known that if you watched the Chappelle show.
I did like the Chappelle show, but I completely forgot. That's right. So it's Little John.
Lil John.
Little John. If you watched the
Not little.
Chappelle show,
Lil.
or if you watched Celebrity Apprentice.
No, I did not.
Or if you're from Northeast Ohio, you would know that is not Little John.
It's my bad.
Big Chuck and Little John.
My bad.
I don't even know what you're
It
referring
was
to.
Little John.
I know, you're right. It's a deep reference.
I do
You're
not.
not from Northeast Ohio.
Nope.
That's right.
We are not.
You are not.
So I just saw a lot of old people complaining.
Oh, should I give my complaints?
Go ahead. KC won?
No, I wasn't watching the game.
Jeff, what grinds your gears?
What grinds my gears? No, I wasn't watching the game.
A bad clutch.
But then I decided, I'm hungry. I'm going to go down and get something to eat, and I'll see what's happening on the game. I get down, and it's like at halftime. I got there, I think right as it was starting. And I'm like, let's flip over to Nickelodeon and watch this in SpongeBob. They just didn't do anything special for the halftime show on Nickelodeon.
Really?
I was
fuck you, SpongeBob.
I wanted to watch the SpongeBob halftime show, and it was just the same halftime show. I was expecting like little bubbles and fish and whatnot, and I got none of that.
Wasn't in the
very
budget.
disappointed.
There is a growing movement on social media that they want SpongeBob and Nickelodeon to do the election like they do. And I think that would be fantastic. Election night.
I watched the second half with SpongeBob and Patrick, and that was actually kind of fun.
Who are the
entertaining.
announcers on that?
It was Nate Burleson and Noah somebody.
Noah Eagle.
Okay.
Is he related to Iron Eagle?
Yes, it's the son.
Nepotism.
Still better than Collinsworth's son.
How do you get this job? How do I get this job?
This is a job.
We get paid for this?
Doug,
You're getting paid?
No.
what did you always say when we started the podcast?
Ride your coattails.
That's right. And because of that, you guys see Jody Benson.
That's right.
Twice.
I have a Ziploc bag. Her bagel came in.
And hair.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
She once stored a bagel in here.
Well, I still have Felicia Day's water.
What is wrong with you guys?
I mean, I got Felicia Day's autograph, but I think that's what I'm supposed to do with those things.
No.
Come on, Brian. You're saying you didn't save anything from Ross Marquand? Like those napkins he...
I did not.
Well, I got some extra.
I just savored our conversation and held on to it.
Well, the Harp twins.
No.
Yeah, never mind.
Now the Wolf Brothers.
Anyways, we had a poll of the week this week, speaking of the Super Bowl. You can follow us on Bad Ideas Podcast. And this one was also on Facebook at the History of Bad Ideas, so give us a follow there.
Yeah, I saw somebody voted every time on it.
That's okay. I didn't put any restrictions this time. Who would you want for next year's Super Bowl halftime show? We have Adele, Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, and Pink. To which one listener said, let me guess, Jason picked these people.
Exactly.
Yes.
You also had other.
I did have other on the Facebook.
Facebook, he said other.
So,
on Twitter, he did not.
Let's see here. The Twitter poll, Adele and Taylor Swift and Pink all got 27 to 28%. Harry Styles got 17%. If you go to Facebook, though, Adele got 5%, Harry Styles 5%, Taylor Swift 5%, and then Pink got 47%, and other got 35%. So some of the other options were Everyone I Want Is Dead, so none. Assuming they can find the way to the stage, Spinal Tap with the amps turned up to 11.
If Spinal Tap's on, they do have to have special guest appearance by the Folksmen.
Oh, yeah. Brian wrote, give me Michael Scott doing his one-man Law and Order episodes.
Yep.
Like that one.
Dun.
Jim and Jeff both said Weird Al or Twisted Sister.
Either will be fine with me.
Or both. Kevin said, I'll go with Iron Maiden or Megadeth, but being realistic, Foo Fighters or Chris Stapleton. I could see Stapleton next year.
Yeah, that would be good.
It's not your cousin Kevin.
No, different Kevin. Different
So
Kevin.
we just want to put that out
Yes.
there.
I could see Zach Bryan doing it.
No,
No? Okay. Not a big Zach Bryan fan?
he's not big enough to do the Super Bowl.
You don't think?
Nope.
Okay. But Stapleton is?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not mocking. I'm actually asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Pink would put on one hell of a show.
I think Pink would be the most fun.
I
Yeah.
know Pink puts on a great stage show.
She does.
Her own.
Hey, we were dates to that.
Yes.
You were my date. We were very few men in the crowd.
I was surprised there were lots of women older than us at the show.
Yes. Yes.
We could have started up a really good co-ed softball team.
Get out. Get out.
I just saw a lot of athletic-looking people.
There was a lot of... Yes. Brandon Phillips was there, too. Really weird. Let's see here.
Hey, next year, how can it not be Taylor Swift?
Oh,
Look how the Swifties bumped the Super Bowl viewing numbers for this year.
That's true.
Well, if she gets married to Travis, then that would be nepotism.
I did see the one meme.
And that stopped them before. We had Noah Eagle doing the game of SpongeBob. Come on.
Still better than Jax Collinsworth. Or Jack or whatever his name is.
I don't care who it is. If it's Tony Romo again, I'm fucking not listening.
It's going to be
that guy.
Tony Romo with Hunter
Biden?
Fieri.
Seriously. How many times did Romo say, "This is for the Super Bowl"? No shit, Sherlock.
Okay, but my thing
Dan.
is talking all over the final play.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up. Let it play out. And no, he had to keep talking.
SpongeBob let it play out.
But it's for the Super Bowl, guys.
I did like.
Wait,
There's nothing left. The water boy hat. We know, Dan.
So we only watched the second half because we were at Top Golf for my daughter's birthday, which was fantastic. Nobody was there. It was really nice.
That's how everybody else felt. They were happy that they
wasn't
weren't there with you.
That's fine. I'm perfectly fine. Brian, you're not going to upset me with people not being there.
I'm just saying. It's a two-way
But
street.
we got home, and all I saw was Romo talk about, well, with experience, like he just kept talking about the Super Bowl. And I looked at my wife and was like, "You've never been in the Super Bowl. Shut the fuck up."
I was lucky enough to watch at a place where I couldn't hear anything.
Good job.
Okay. At one point at the end, he had said, aside from his mistake in the first half, Mahomes hasn't thrown an interception in his last 7 playoff games. The mistake in the first half was an interception.
Yeah. Well, besides the interception, he hasn't thrown an interception.
You know, if Joe Burrow didn't have a calf injury this year, the Bengals would have been in the playoffs. Just take that out.
Not guaranteed.
That's true. Blake.
No, I think it's guaranteed.
Blake, was it good
They
seeing
were
your
one win away.
Blake, was it great seeing your Browns win the Super Bowl? This was their year, right?
Yeah.
Just asking.
They made the playoffs.
They did make the playoffs.
Not to pile on Blake, but
Yeah.
earlier in the week or last week, I was listening to I guess I'd started it earlier, the election night coverage of Hobie in 2016.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Boy.
And I just caught I guess I'd already started, but I only caught like the last 20 minutes. But apparently that was also, because Jason mentioned it at the end, when the formerly known as Indians blew a 3-1 lead in the World Series.
Of course.
Sorry, Blake.
I mean,
Thank you.
At least Flacco won Comeback Player of the Year. You got that going for you.
He might be your starter next year.
Then he remembered who he was.
It's true. Doug, did anything else happen exciting on that election night?
Stefanski also won Coach of the Year.
He did.
Yeah, Steven Stefanski, I heard one.
That's right.
Anything else happen that night, Doug?
I think you picked your favorite fictional presidents.
Oh.
Blake had
Dave. We picked Dave, right?
Yes.
Was Hillary Clinton the fictional?
Blake had Hillary Clinton. He had Donald Trump. Yeah.
Did not work out well, did it?
No.
Either side. Didn't matter.
No.
Wow. See, we are a history podcast. It's amazing.
Not a history podcast.
No. Anybody watch anything this week?
Can I jump in here on this? Because I
Sure.
actually have watched something for once.
Whoa.
What?
Was it Echo?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I still need to watch Echo.
It's terrible.
I'm still going to watch it.
I know, but it's terrible. The only thing worthwhile is a fight with Daredevil in the first episode.
Spoilers!
Everybody knew he was in it.
Oh.
And he doesn't come back.
Yes, he doesn't. And then the little after credit scene at the end, which was, it kind of sets up where they're going from here. It wasn't that incredible, but those were the only two redeeming qualities about it. And I like Marvel shows. I like, Miss Marvel.
Was Kingpin in it?
Yes, he was.
Oh, man. So he didn't at least do a good job as Kingpin in it?
Friend of Hobie.
He was
Vincent
Cincinnati Comic
D'Onofrio.
Expo. That's right. This past year.
He was good, but she's not much of a hero. That was
Did she die in it?
No.
Oh.
Are you trying to ruin it? I mean,
Well,
if she did, I
it is
hope you would
Jason.
still tell us no.
Is it
Luke Skywalker does though.
What?
is it as bad as Madame Web looks?
Yikes. That looks rough.
23% on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
Yeah, I meant to ask you guys about that. I saw the preview for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? We haven't talked about this. You guys didn't warn me it was coming.
Nobody wants to talk about this
Why not?
because it
I
looks
thought it was
so
like
bad.
a Spider-Man
It is.
movie.
It is.
Spider-Man
It's part of the
adjacent.
Sony universe of
But it looks
Spider-Man.
like a bad Spider-Man movie.
It is.
As an evil, but
Have-
not
have you
bad.
read-
You know,
It's part of the Sony.
The plot
not
of
the
it?
MCU.
Have you read the plot of it?
Time travel.
I think it's universe jumping.
Oh,
not,
okay.
not necessarily
Well,
time
originally,
jumping.
the rumored one coming out was they have to protect Peter Parker from this bad guy. Mm-hmm. That's not it.
Ben Parker's in it.
They have to protect Ben Parker. They have to
played
save
by-
Ben Parker from dying.
He's played by Adam Scott.
I heard he's one of the better parts of it.
Yeah, he's only in it for 8 minutes. That's the
Did they
problem.
kill Uncle Ben again?
I don't know.
is it about a submissive young female meets a
No.
dominate?
No.
Okay.
It's not Black Snake Moon.
That's not a thing either.
Moon.
That's not a thing either.
Didn't have like 50 Shades of bad guys in it.
Nope.
No.
It's not a young girl's erotic journey from Milan to Minsk.
That's
A young girl's coming of age story.
it is.
Okay.
Well, what Blake is getting at, no, it has nothing to do with her character from the 50 Shades movies.
Oh, I was ignoring
okay.
that.
50 Shades Darker.
I was thinking web bondage. You know.
It looks bad. They did say
But it does have, Sydney Sweeney?
yeah, and they said the cast is just completely wasted. They said the
Why
writing
would you
is
hire
horrible.
people who are just going to be wasted on film?
Well,
Whoa, hello. Hey.
when you
Hey,
have,
I don't know if we have the rights for that music.
Doug brought his own sound
when you have
effects.
Dakota Johnson leading it,
Yeah.
she's not that great of an actress.
But he said she was wasted the whole time.
No, Sydney Sweeney probably was.
Not literally drunk. Just their skills
High.
are wasted.
They were high, right?
Yeah, but yeah, that's it.
Oh, Tally was there too.
You want to get high?
You're the worst, Tally.
I know.
It's a Tally fan.
Does anybody need a towel?
Jeez, oh Pete's guys.
What?
The inventor of Pop-Tarts has passed away at 96.
Oh!
Bill Post, the inventor of the Pop-Tart.
Well, it looks like
Bill Post, defender of Kellogg's Pop-Tarts?
Finally got toasted.
Well, it looks like
Did anyone see...
Is he the inventor of post cereal?
Jason. You simply are the worst.
But was it Netflix has the story of the Pop-Tarts movie?
Oh.
I saw an ad for it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
Was it? I thought it was Hulu.
I thought it was Netflix.
If only we had a device that could look this up.
Well, let's have a breath of silence for Bill Post.
Yeah, that was breaking. It just happened 10 minutes ago.
Breath of Science.
I mean,
We're trying to have silence, Brian.
Everybody
keep
did.
talking.
Everybody
You're
did
the
it.
worst, Brian. Jeez, give the guy some respect.
I was trying to do that by saying I'm a huge fan of his Pop-Tarts.
Do you think he pops up from the coffin?
It's as long as he wasn't the one responsible for the unfrosted Pop-Tart.
Ding!
Well, speaking of post, I just learned today that they discontinued Alphabets. Some time
Alphabet
ago.
cereal?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's all right. Our American children can't spell anyway, so what the fuck.
Well, yeah, because it was all
No,
in different letters
Yeah.
in the cereal. They could have just...
I think I just recently had some.
That doesn't mean it's new.
I was reading it and it said, ooh.
Oh, so you had the new alphabets that were Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Oh.
And what did they say? They didn't say ooh. It said oh.
Boy, you hit the right button that time.
I did. I don't have fat fingers.
According to Wikipedia,
He died 2 years ago.
oh, wait, that's cereal. It's saying
Uh-huh.
2021 they discontinued them.
Alphabet?
Yeah.
Huh. They still had them on the shelves. Blake was trying to buy some. It's fine. They're fine. We gave them away at the expo next year.
Yeah.
So, that would be October.
They will
through
be
20.
in the bag, Nicolas Cage bag of alphabets.
Alphabets.
What was... Did they have marshmallows in those?
No.
No.
It was just...
I think some did. I think there was different.
Oh,
Okay.
they might, but the
Yeah, they may have.
originals didn't.
They were just oat like thing with sugar coating.
Sugar-coated oat.
Pretty much.
Pretty
Gotcha.
much Cheerios with sugar coats on it.
Gotcha.
Cheerios, but
So
in the shape of
frosted
actual letters
Cheerios?
other than
Yeah, pretty much trusted, but from a different company.
Gotcha.
I think.
Anyone else watch anything?
General Mills makes
sorry.
those, so those are Post, I think. So, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the reason why Jeff and I were just a hair late today getting here is we were watching The Traitors.
We're watching the Traitors.
Yes.
Season 1?
We're season 2.
We're in season 2. Well,
you've gone through season 1.
I haven't. I just showed up, and Jim knew half the people on this, so he wanted to watch this season.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
do you like it?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's not groundbreaking, but it's still enjoyable.
The way you talked about it, I was expecting more.
Season 1 I thought was better.
What's it about?
You should know better.
It's Among Us, basically, and Werewolf combined. Basically, there's traitors in the place. They murder someone at night, and then during the day, they play games to get the money up, that they can win at the end of the game. And then the faithful, the ones that are not the traitors, they have to figure out who the traitors are, and then they all sit around a table and banish somebody that they think is a traitor.
The biggest thing is
it's a giant game of werewolf.
Yeah.
I was going to say, okay, so it's a game.
Yeah, it's a reality game. Yes.
I was like,
Alan Cumming I like Alan Cumming.
Alan Cumming was good in it, and it was fantastic this first season on the first person they killed.
Who was that?
Johnny Bananas.
Johnny Bananas. Okay, I knew he was one of the first two.
I'm so not used to Alan Cumming if this is his regular.
I think he adds a little Scottish to it.
He might overplay the Scottish, but I mean...
My wife did say there was a lot more theatrical music this year. That's kind of annoying.
I can see,
she said
go
last
over the top
season,
with a lot of that.
And there's a shield in it a lot, that they get.
Well, there's a shield like every contest almost.
In the first season, they didn't bring that in until episode 6.
Okay. Well,
so they were learning
once you bring it in. Then, and then they've also got... This is done in Australia and...
they have different versions.
UK.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not a brand new idea.
They did do a little twist later in the season, and we're all caught up now. And so we binge watch it, and then my kids were like, wait a minute, we got to wait till Thursday to watch the next episode? It's like, no!
How many episodes are in this season so far?
7 or 8.
Oh, then I might be caught up. They just, it's the episode after they voted out the traitor, the first traitor.
Yes, then you should be caught up.
Okay.
Yeah.
The episode where they didn't vote anybody out, but saved people.
Yes.
They didn't have a banishment.
Yeah. I enjoy it a lot.
So now I'm caught up.
Yeah. First season's good. I think the first season's a lot better. They just renewed it for a third season, too.
Well, but my one sister, she was disappointed the first season had half regular people and half...
Is this season all reality stars?
This was all reality stars.
I was okay with half regular people.
I think you should be either all regular people or reality
I'd rather
stars.
get rid of the reality stars. They're already doing shit that I don't want to watch anyway. Why do I want to watch them?
They had Michael Jordan's son this year.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
No.
Yeah, they also had Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Yes. Yes, they did.
Did you see those two might have broken up?
Who?
Jordan's son and Pippen's ex-wife.
Aww.
Yes. Or they might not have really been together at all.
Oh,
it was just a ruse?
Yeah.
A cunning attempt to deceive?
It's just a red herring.
Oh, no.
Brian, you okay with that?
Sure.
It's a shame. Blake, did you watch anything?
Yeah, finally another episode of True Detective.
And?
Came out. Well, at this rate that they're going, they probably could have done this in 3 episodes instead of 6. But shit finally happens. And then finally picked up, so that's all right.
We got an article about True Detective in News of the Geek later.
Yes, we do.
Did they murder your dirter?
Yes.
Did they find a button?
Yes.
No.
In wood. Buried wood.
Oh.
Under the ice.
Gotcha.
I might go back and rewatch Mayor of Easttown there, Brian.
Yeah.
Mayor of Easttown.
It was a very good show.
That was a good show. Mayor of Easttown was
So
great.
you're just going to go back and watch the SNL parody of it?
Murder.
Yeah.
Anything else?
And started Masters of the Air. Masters of Air.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of that.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting if you're not familiar with World War II and the daytime bombing raids we did, which were fucking insane. It's pretty good. And something I was hesitant to start watching it is because I saw this headline and I was like, I don't want to click this, but I need to. So I did. I was like, it talked about, Masters of the Air, lowest rating ever for, was it Tom Hanks, Spielberg?
Yeah.
World War II series, because they've got a couple that are out there other than, what they've had out. And I click it, it's like, it's 88%.
Yeah.
It's the
lowest ever.
Yeah,
for
lowest
those...
ever for the
so lowest ever that
movies.
Tom Hanks and Spielberg did about airmen.
Ryan,
about World War II.
All World War II, Greyhound.
They had
exactly.
the brothers
and the Pacific.
And I was like, why did I click this? But I was like, I read that. All right, this is bullshit. So I wanted to go ahead and start it, and I did. So.
Radio host, your co-host, the Dit Man.
Oh, Dit Man.
He said he was not too thrilled. He has not been too impressed with it yet. He said it's like Band of Brothers in the air, and it's not a good version. That's what he said.
So that's why it's down to an 88.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. Well, all right. So Band of Brothers, obviously a longer form series, and a lot more character development and building up. I mean, this I could see that being a criticism because they just throw you right into it.
Okay. Is David Schwimmer in this?
No.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, as far as character building goes, the first episode's got you got two main characters. They spend about 10-15 minutes on it, and they just go straight into the fucking action and everything else.
Okay.
And so I could see where that criticism comes in, saying, there's no Band of Brothers. Yeah, you're right. It's a different approach. And the other criticism they had was like, well, there's too much CGI. Like, well...
Do you really want them to bomb people?
I do. I mean...
Like the planes and
yeah,
flying in the air and stuff.
I want to feel like I'm there.
Yeah, it's like, well, put on your goggles then.
Tom Hanks wouldn't do CGI. I mean,
put on your VR goggles and maybe. I don't know. But no, it's in order to make that a live action with the action that they have going, it'd be impossible. So.
Is it better than Pearl Harbor from Michael Bay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Either one?
No. I've seen Pearl Harbor and knows that this will be better than that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I found, just for those people interested, Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story, is being released May 3rd on Netflix.
Okay. So Hulu has something that's like... Maybe it was the Beanie Babies thing that I'm thinking of.
You don't mess with Jeff when it comes to food.
No.
Especially Pop-Tarts.
So it's not on the History Channels, the Food That Made America? I bet you they got one on Post.
With Mark Summers?
Oh, they've had one on cereal. I saw the cereal one.
Yeah,
I
they
haven't
had
seen that.
Post and Kellogg.
And they briefly mentioned Pop-Tarts on the one about the cereal wars.
I rented...
Post used to work for Kellogg.
Yes.
I rented Thanksgiving, the horror movie. That was enjoyable.
Okay, so what else do you want to talk about?
Wow. It was fun. It was enjoyable.
He rented Thanksgiving for Valentine's Day.
I did.
With his wife.
I did. My wife wasn't feeling the greatest this weekend, so she went to bed
So
early.
you made her watch a horror movie?
No, she went upstairs, and I was like, well, great. I have time to watch a movie.
My wife wasn't feeling good, so I completely ignored her and went out and did what I wanted to do.
You met my wife. It's probably the best, right? I ignored it, right?
A good husband would have taken care of his wife.
Have you met Jason?
I love you, Jason.
I'm still waiting. Sorry. I was waiting for something else.
No, that's it.
Okay. Just checking. It's not like she got me a PlayStation 5 for Christmas.
And your birthday.
And you got her a
anniversary.
vacuum.
I did. It was a Shark Roomba thing.
So she gets to clean up poop that's all over the house.
It has not cleaned up poop. The robotic thing has not cleaned up poop.
Did you put eyeballs on it yet? Googly eyes?
No, but she did call it Mr. Belvedere. So
Still waiting.
Put a bow tie on it.
that's right. And it keeps driving around going, Wesley! That's how it goes back to the dock. Instead of going the beep, 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 it goes, Wesley! And then it goes back. Blake, what do you got for listener feedback over there? Brian, did you watch something?
Nope.
I just realized that. Brian, you got anything?
Nope.
Brought to you by anybody else got anything that they watched this week?
Brian?
Nope.
Okay.
Brought to you by Grippo.
Barbecue cheese nibs.
Well, now they're all smooshed.
No, that's just the
They're cheese nibs. They don't really get smooshed.
And they're made by Grippo, so...
Oh, crushed.
Okay, go ahead, Blake. What do you got?
Start off with the man sitting to my right, if you could actually see us.
Number one fan?
A-pans?
7.
Scab Beaver Hands?
Beaver hands.
Big D.
Sunny D?
Dad.
Rambus expert.
Postman?
The delivery man.
He's out delivering thrice and having hot sex with psycho women out there.
Kurt Rambo expert.
Screwdriver?
Doug.
Chili Billy.
Marilyn Streep.
The Hawaiian
Hemingway.
hero.
Newman? Anyone else?
That's all the time we have for tonight.
Doug, do you like your nicknames?
Yeah.
I like that you're called Screwdriver now.
Yeah.
So, can't give yourself a nickname.
No, you can't.
So, what's up?
That's why you're douche nozzle, right? Isn't that what it was, Jeff?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
That's right.
That is correct. What did I do to you this week, Jeff?
You've had that name for 2 years now, so
I know.
shut up.
Doug, read your question.
Okay. There is a movie called The Mail Lady about a mail carrier that becomes obsessed with the family. Name a few other ordinary. How dare you? Ordinary jobs that could be transferred into a horror film. I believe it's on Tubi. I could be.
Oh.
I expect.
I did send something to Brad that I want to watch this.
Architect.
Sex architect. Ted Mosby, sex architect.
Garbage man, sanitation cleaner.
Dog walker.
Oh, dog walker could be good.
Cashier.
How does that work?
Cashier gets mad at somebody and kills them.
Oh, okay.
The plumber.
I can see that.
EPA employee.
Oh, God, yes. Yes. Claims adjuster.
Oh, man. Bartender.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Mail carrier is probably the scariest.
Somebody with a communications degree who we don't know really what he does.
Dear God, communications. Nothing like throwing your money away in college.
You making fun of my job?
What is your job? Is he a transponder?
He's a transponster.
That's not even a word.
That would be a great horror movie, though. The Transponster.
I like it. Trademark it, Jeff.
Trademark.
There you go. Brian, you got any jobs over there that would be good horror films?
No, you guys named them all.
Okay.
The bottled water delivery man.
Oh, the milkman.
They really don't do that a whole lot anymore.
Yeah. Which makes it even scarier.
The ticket collection guy at the cinema.
Ooh.
Usher.
All right, he was on the Super Bowl.
He was in the Super Bowl.
Couldn't get to that one fast enough.
Imagine just like a milkman today just dropping off milk at your house. Like, I'm not drinking this.
It would taste similar to ranch ice cream.
The police get called. There's a guy dropping milk off at my house.
But these metal bottle of milk's being left out in my front porch, or I don't know. We had this weird door in our pantry that they can reach in and put milk in.
I don't get it.
How about Night Manager?
I think they made that.
They made
already.
a show called The Night Manager.
Yes, they did.
Wasn't that Chad Vader's job?
Yeah. Office
From Saturday Night Live.
Office linebacker.
Was that Terry?
Terry Tate.
That's right, it was. Terry Tate. Okay.
Podcaster.
Oh. Like we would leave our basements. What else we got here, Blake?
From,
They just kill the guests that come on.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
From Be Cottoned, as in capital B Kottoned. On a prior episode, you asked to tweet us if we were still listening since the beginning. Yes, I am.
Thank you.
And I still can't believe MTV has made 335 episodes of ridiculousness. Your sketch on episode 528 sounded like you wrote it all the episode in one bit.
Why, thank you, Be Cottoned.
Cat ball.
It didn't have a mouth, so it tried to like meow. It just sounded like.
Yeah.
But anyway, ridiculousness is terrible.
I have to say, you're looking hot today.
I just turned 17.
As a friend. Sorry. What else?
For our listeners, we're joking about the SNL skit on ridiculousness from last season.
It was on our Facebook page. You can go there to take a look at it. It's pretty good. What else we got?
Meow God at Meow God, taking us to a higher plane. You can erase one historical figure from history, which then alters the timeline. Who would it be, and what would happen in the new timeline?
It's a fun question. Kevin James might be up there.
Wow, out of everybody in
Yep.
history,
Yep.
you would pick Kevin James.
He's not a historical figure. He's
Yes.
an actor.
That's
comedian.
That's a loose term.
I mean, it's hard not to choose Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you, I don't know, choose somebody who pre-Hitler who
Stalin.
So to be fair, if that did happen, then Trump might have actually been correct when he said that World War II was about to start.
Down the hall.
Sure, you're not confusing old man Biden?
I am not.
Or Mitch McConnell.
Khan? I mean, those Mongols killed a lot of fucking people.
you know that is just a Mandela effect thing. A lot of people believe World War II actually happened,
Oh, okay.
but it hasn't.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking Genghis Khan or Khan from Star Trek?
All of them.
Oh, okay.
Or Kublai Khan.
Kublai, Genghis,
All of them.
Wrath of.
Right off.
But I mean, like if Kaiser Wilhelm wasn't around to do his screw up, does that mean Hitler wouldn't have then got to do his screw up?
What would happen, and I'm being serious, like what would be the timeline if Hitler didn't occur?
Well, see, this is where I don't like it because the butterfly effect. You've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, all
Ashton Kutcher would then become famous.
Exactly. You know, I mean, there's a lot of things that could still go wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, something else would go wrong.
It could even go even worse.
It could.
You know, but no, seriously, if you go look at the Mongols and what they toppled and have the effect that they actually had on the long term of history, it's pretty wild. I mean, and of course, most recently, Adolf and all that other shit.
So
If you get rid of Kaiser, then you have to go before that. You know what eventually made up Kaiser in the German states, and before that, the 100 Years' War, and before that,
But I'm not saying Kaiser and the
Yeah.
German states were necessarily terrible until he did his thing.
he built roads.
That was Hitler again.
Volkswagens. Oh wait, hold on.
I'm just saying, it's a very interesting, like what happens then if Hitler...
Well, that's the question.
Yeah.
And what fills
Oh
in
yeah.
the void?
Well, then does Stalin conquer the world?
Very well
That's-
possible.
That's the next thing.
Never know, man.
You know, Italy doesn't.
Well, I'm going farther back than Hitler. I'm taking out Caligula.
Okay.
Or Nero, one of the two.
I was going to say, I can't remember which number it is. The Pope Gregory, who decided that cats are pagan symbols and we need to kill all the cats, so then the rats can run free through Europe.
Oh.
And start the bubonic plague. I think that's a
Exactly.
conspiracy theory.
That would be interesting.
I have no idea. No, it is really good. It'd be fucked up. Think about it.
I don't know. I think Stalin would...
All that stuff.
I think
Mao
Stalin...
Zedong would be a nice one to not have had around.
I think Stalin might have risen a little bit more.
Without Mao Zedong, you know, what kind of, crap could Chiang Kai-shek pull, with his stuff and shit. And before
I
that.
don't think it would have been worse than what Mao did.
What about Imperial? All right, what about Imperial Japan?
Well, you're saying they would come over and
Yeah, I mean,
Attack,
I mean, there's all kinds of butterfly shit you can look at. I mean, like altered.
it is, but I honestly think Mao did a lot of damage that the people who would have taken over wouldn't have done quite as bad.
Yeah,
Is
But
this
it-
a history podcast?
yeah, it is. Right now, it is.
I'm a little shocked that no one chose somebody that like slighted them slightly in their personal life.
Jason chose Kevin James.
Brian, who you taking out?
Ronald Reagan.
Jason.
Jeez. Not a historical figure yet.
Ronald Reagan.
Okay. Why?
Then who knows what hell Jimmy Carter would have, unleashed upon the fucking
No, it
world.
would have been Dukakis.
Or Dukakis.
Dukakis would have taken over.
Well, George Bush would have then been president earlier.
Do you think he would have gotten
All
it?
of our timelines.
Oh,
would
he
be
did
fucked
run,
up.
didn't he?
I think he was
He did
probably
run.
the next highest
Republican.
So everybody's
that.
so everybody technically is 4 years
so George
earlier than
H.W. Bush then pops in 1980, and
to 84. But then, in theory, he wouldn't win a re-election.
we don't know.
But if he didn't,
He could
Rise
have
of
been, he could have been
Dukakis.
good and or something, but then Mondale got no votes.
Yeah.
Or at least only one state for.
I think in this other timeline, Dukakis' commercial about him riding a tank would have done better.
Okay,
I think that wouldn't have sank him.
Especially there wasn't a World War II.
Correct. It was just a big wheel he was riding then. No tanks.
Yeah.
No. Clinton probably would have been sooner.
There would be no need for Perot.
That's true. It's true.
And then that giant sucking sounds going south of the border.
Okay, so it's $1 billion deficit. I'll write you a check right now if you would like me. That's it. Saturday Night Live.
That was a bad impression of Ross Perot.
Oh, that was Ross Perot?
No, that was Thurgood.
You know, it could have
Marshall.
opened the door to.
Thurgood Marshall?
You know, could have opened to Garrett.
That was the worst impression ever. If that was Thurgood Marshall.
It could have opened the
don't
door to
think you-
Gary Anderson in the draft party.
That's true.
Okay, Doug, have you renounced relationship with Jason? Like, no longer brothers after some of the stuff he says?
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay.
Still not the worst.
It's a black eye on the family. And there's some really fucked up people in the family.
But he's still riding the coattails.
Damn straight. I had to listen to 500 and... How many episodes?
29.
29 others.
episodes.
Yeah.
By God, I'm getting something out of it.
Jody Benson, baby.
So you didn't even miss a single episode.
We're no ridiculousness.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, what else we got?
This is a great one here.
Can I just interrupt here real quick? Yeah. Are you sure that was a question for this podcast?
Yeah.
That seemed like a very intelligent question.
Yes, it did. Well, it is Meow
It is
God.
Meow
It is
God.
our
Most enlightened listener.
Yeah, okay. I'm impressed.
Yeah. What else we got?
From Marley,
Marlia.
Marleya,
Marlia.
Trick Canadian of the Year.
Try Canadian of the Year.
Since Blake and Doug are on the same episode for once, I'll reiterate. Blake, I've never heard you ask for another Fruity Pebbles cheesecake until 2 days before you recorded the floppy episode. Also, wasn't Doug there on the episode I guessed on? And what the fuck is that? All right, how does he not know me?
Why does she think I don't know her? I don't understand.
Because when we were voting for Canadian of the Year, we brought her up, and you're like, I don't even know her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because I was trying to get my daughter to be Canadian of the Year. It was just election politics type stuff. It was nothing personal.
That's a good response.
I don't even know you.
The stuff you do for your kids. I mean, that's why. Nothing personal.
Gotcha. Blake, would you like to ask for a Fruity Pebbles cheesecake now?
Yeah, Marley, this will be the 6th time I've said it this year.
You might want to get her name right.
Yeah, well, when you keep calling her Marley, she might not decide to make us.
They didn't make a book about her, so let's
Oh,
go.
difference, Marley. I asked for it before. I never got it again anyway. All right. Corrections from Doug.
I have a
Kurt
good feeling
Rambis.
she's going to make it for us again.
Marley, that's the 7th time we've had it this year. Kurt Rambis from Doug. Well, read your own shit, man. What the fuck?
The former NBA player coached the Memphis Timberwolves for 2 years.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
He also coached the Memphis
Hold on, Doug.
Timberwolves.
Take a seat. Take a seat. I'll
my
read
God.
it. I'll read it for you. Hold on.
Jason's rubbing off on me.
So that brain impediment is a family thing.
So the Memphis Timberwolves of the ABA.
I don't follow the NBA, so.
They're in the ABA. It's fine.
Oh, okay. He was the Timberwolves coach for 2 years and interim coach twice. His record was 65 and 164 for a 284 winning percentage. And his first interim job, I believe he was like 34 and 12. Wow. And it went downhill from there.
Wow. Didn't he like finish the season for like the Lakers or
Yeah,
something?
the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have sworn he coached more. I didn't realize it.
I would thought so too.
Because he was atrocious outside that half a season.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They usually rehire everybody.
Is this the start of Kurt Rambis news? Since you got rid of John Noble news.
Well, hey, we can't talk about
Cease and
that.
desist order.
To be fair, John Noble did give us permission again after I interviewed him.
Yeah.
He was a sweetheart.
Yeah, friend of the podcast now, John
Yeah.
Noble.
Where was the heads up from Stephen Amell about being in Suits?
He is in the Suits knockoff. Spinoff LA, I think it is.
LA Suits.
Yeah.
Why
So
did he
Stephen
mention
Amell.
that at the Expo last year?
No, because it wasn't a thing last year.
Because at that time,
you weren't
his
allowed to talk
hit-
about any projects last year.
Yeah, his hit TV show hadn't been canceled at that point either.
To be fair,
And he wasn't allowed to talk about that one.
He was not.
Did he believe in ghosts, though? That's what I want to know.
I'm not aliens. On the positive, Katie Cassidy's directing the first episode, so get excited for that.
No, she's not.
So what's your favorite type of potato?
Small potatoes,
Ice cream.
large potato,
French fried ice cream potatoes.
potatoes with ears.
What were our favorite questions at the expo?
He was amazing. It was great. Blake, what's your next one? From Meeples.
From Meepless and Wine at Meepless Sandwin.
That's meeples and wine.
Yeah, Meepless Sandwin. What tabletop game is most likely to destroy a friendship? We already have an answer from Meow God. The Resistance. So many fights over it.
Wow, if he thinks it's the Resistance, he needs to play Diplomacy.
I was thinking Dead Reckoning because Jeff rage quit against us a couple weeks ago.
But we're still
But we're
friends.
still
though.
friends.
That's true.
Oh, no, granted, I'm not friends with your son.
So, Dead Reckoning, the most expensive Kickstarter game I've ever bought. You're a pirate. It's an open world sandbox game. And tabletop
You're
game.
not a pirate unless you choose to be a pirate.
That's true. You could just be a sailor or a captain of a ship.
I've never been a pirate yet.
I've only been a pirate for one round. Jeff does not like the game because he does not do well in it. And my son, just for shits and giggles on the very last turn, decided that Jeff was already having a bad day and was in last place. So my son decided to blow up his ship. And then also attack your island, I think, too. He did something like that, or he stole something from you.
Yeah,
I'm not
he
sure.
stole my island.
Yeah, he
he
stole
didn't
the
need to
island.
attack. I didn't have any defenses.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He stole my island and then sank my ship.
Yes. And Jeff goes, I quit. I'm done.
Well, it was the last round. And that's like, well, I've got no turn in front of me now, so...
Jeff, how many points you get? I got 0.
I got 0.
No, I think you got more than that. I got 0.
I got 0. I already put all my stuff away. I don't know how many points I have.
I did try to avenge Jeff on my turn
It did not work, though.
and came very close to sinking Jason's son's
Yes.
ship.
I don't know where he gets it from.
I mean...
Well,
honestly, for someone trying to win the game and score points, it was what he should have done.
Well,
Yes.
I don't know where you say it didn't work and I did it. Yeah, your son had like 78 points. You had like 84, and I had like 164.
You had 100 sex?
I had like 160.
And I had 0.
And Jeff rage quit and flipped the table over.
Nah, the table's too heavy.
I don't like this game. I'll see you next week.
So Monopoly's not on this list for anybody?
Fuck that game.
Yeah, you can say it. I'm going to say, what was it, the Escape from the Bear or whatever?
The Bear Escape.
Bear Escape, yeah.
My son,
The other son.
my youngest son, because this game, you try to escape the bear, and Jim actually threw my 7-year-old in front of the bear, and he got eaten in the game.
But I saved your daughter.
You did. My son tonight did tell me that you're his rival now.
Well, last week I did take his gaming chair and hide it.
Yes, you did. You did.
He didn't say hi. He didn't say hi to me on the stairs in passing.
I was very much looking forward to sitting in that this week. It was in
So
my
Doug,
spot.
he threw my son at the bear and got eaten. And my youngest son looked at him and goes, "You're not allowed over for game night anymore." And he walked away. So he kicked him out. So, okay, Blake, what else you got here? Any other games you got here, people?
No, Diplomacy, it truly is the let's work together, stab you in the back game ever made.
Oh, I would like that.
You would love it.
Yeah. Or Risk.
And it takes hours and hours to play.
Oh, wow.
Or Risk until that alliance gets broken.
Yeah, that's a good
Then
one.
there's Dungeons and Dragons, because Jason would probably unfriend us if we played with him, because we'd probably kill him.
I thought we were on the same team.
Well, we would be, but you would do something to annoy us.
The GM does not allow PvP unless Jason's involved.
Brian,
PvP meaning player versus player.
Yeah. That's,
Brian and I got along very well when we played
Frogger?
D&D.
Yeah, that was Frogger.
It was D&D.
That's Dynamite.
D&D. I'll stay for the fight. Or something like that.
Nope.
It is for the D&D song.
What else got, Blake?
from Professor #1. I'll let Big D read this one since it's to you, Jason.
Oh.
Jason.
You got to talk in the mic.
Really? Is that how this?
Well, I'm just saying.
So a cat's bite doesn't hurt as much because they have claws. Please explain this logic.
So last week we were talking about dogs and cats and biting Brian and that, and
scratching and
putting them down and all that stuff.
Nope.
So, so a cat's bite doesn't hurt as much because they usually don't bite. They hit with the claws. That's what I meant, Dr. Number One. So that's what I meant. I just didn't say it right.
So you just said it stupider today than
Yes.
last week. Okay.
Yes.
Great logic.
Did you get bit this week?
I did not.
Oh, that's good.
Did you get scratched this week?
Yep, sure did.
Did you get boops in?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
I'm never not pooping.
Okay. Do you have a favorite dog this week?
that's not your own.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Piper.
Oh. Shout out to Piper. A dog. It's a dog you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll never know.
Okay. Shout out to Piper, who's either at Kitty City
Nope.
or the Dog World.
At the dog world.
I think that's a Twitter handle.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Kitty City at the Dog World.
Come down for your bachelor parties. Make it rain.
Kitty City.
Meow.
I'm gonna start asking for gas money.
Jeff, can you got me some news of the geek music here?
Oh, I don't know.
I got so many Kitty City jokes.
Do it. Give me another one.
No, I didn't stop.
Just, I'll let you know when I'm not going to be here.
Because after the third one, he'll get suspended.
It's time for a brand new installment of the News of the Geek.
Per abcnews.com, where Joe Biden gets all of his news from, Braveheart fans can add a piece of the film's history to their collections, as Home Depot now sells a replica stainless steel William Wallace medieval sword on its website for $50. Quote, reclaim your freedom from the tyrannical English king with the authentic William Wallace sword. The item's description on Home Depot's website reads...
S-word.
My bad. The item appears to have attracted intense interest, as it's currently sold out. The replica is listed under the store's wall sculpture section. The replica sword is, quote, made of stainless steel, metal, and leather to ensure durable use, according to the website. Comes with a leather sheath to store in the memorabilia in. Quote, the sword is a replica of the sword William Wallace wielded in the movie Braveheart.
I've never seen it.
Me neither. The blade is more of a polished stainless steel and it's double-edged. The hilt and pommel are composed of polished metal and the handle is wrapped in leather. The sword comes complete with your authentic rough leather sheath that includes a strap to attach this 40.75-inch sword to your belt.
I don't know, $50 sounds like a good price for this replica.
Yes. Fans, beloved...
But that's not the best part of the...
Fans of the beloved historical action film flocked to the reviews on Home Depot's website, and they listed some great reviews.
Yes, the customer reviews and comments are hilarious.
Quote, the stainless steel William Wallace sword, I can't read that.
A resplendent facsimile?
Thank you.
No, I screwed
blurred
it
out.
Oh.
Did boast craftsmanship of high merit and design true to your... wrote one person. Another one wrote, ordered and awaited the iron to smite mine enemies with great haste. Vengeance shall be the blade of valor, yet to instill fear upon the field of battle. Another one wrote, even a Canadian shopper wrote, we have a lot of Scottish people up here, so this will help. Some people have other intentions for the blade. Quote, useful for cutting through shrubbery in the backyard and repelling the English army at the same time. Another one said, purchase this blade to defend Minas Tirith?
Minas Tirith?
Yeah, from the army of Mordor, referencing the Lord of the Rings. When the horn of Gondor calls, I'll be ready. So, yeah.
That's the wrong sword to take on the armies of Mordor.
Oh. One reviewer even referenced the popular Legend of Zelda video game series, describing the sword, quote, Knights of Hyrule once carried this sword. These days, it's the weapon of choice for seasoned adventurers, thanks to its ease of use and high attack power. So there you go.
Yeah, but those weren't some of the best comments on it. You can go to actual website of Home Depot.
Yes.
You start reading the consumer reviews, and they're just hilarious. There's just nonstop jokes.
Will it cut through a person's arm was one of them.
Yes.
Was someone's.
The best part is the manufacturer of the sword actually responds to almost all the comments with, "This is not the original intent of the use of the sword. This is for display use only. We do not recommend using as a weapon or whatever."
Why is Home Depot selling this?
They have a whole line of that stuff.
Do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can decorate your house in a cool way.
I guess. Blake, did you buy one?
No, I don't know what section to go look it up under.
It just said-
Is it under plumbing? Is it under electrical?
Wall sculpture.
It's currently still
sculptures.
out of stock.
I don't know.
It is.
Do you know
It is.
why they're selling it, Jason?
Is it in the appliances
Because they
section?
can. They can make money off of it, and they are.
Actually, I'm surprised it was only $50.
Yeah, that is surprising.
For $1,653, you can get a medieval Knight of the Round Table life-size statue
At Home Depot?
at Home Depot. Yes,
A statue of the table or of a knight?
of a knight.
I'd rather have the table.
I agree. Home Depot is really becoming like the medieval place. I like this.
It doesn't tell you which knight, though.
Just trying to
Yeah.
keep up with the times.
So you might get stuck with, Parsifal when I really wanted Galahad.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
I got boars.
For
the
$340, you can get the 16th century battle armor collection that you can hang on your wall.
Oh.
I've currently been put on the email list to be notified when it's back in stock.
The Wallace sword?
What have we been talking about for the
he's
last
just
10
listed
minutes?
3 other things.
No, he wanted to spend $1,600 on armor.
Well, I don't know. He may. He may. How you doing,
Is the
Brett?
first thing you're going to use that sword for is it going to be on Jason
That is not what its intended use is for.
or Blake?
We might be getting a new table for the podcast studio.
A round table?
It's just a model. Per the Complex, where Blake gets all of his news from,
All of it.
though the current 4th season of HBO's True Detective has received mostly positive feedback from critics and viewers alike,
Except for Blake.
not everyone is on board with some of the creative decisions, including the show's creator, Nick Pizzo, who had a hand in writing all previous episodes of the series. Though the post has since been removed, Pizzaloa, who is credited as an executive producer on Season 4,
A lot of pizza.
made it clear that he is not involved in any creative capacity with Night Country, referring to the plot points that connect to the show's acclaimed first season as, quote, so stupid. When a fan responded, he added, I certainly did not have any input on this story or anything else. Can't blame me. I voted third party.
Maybe I can blame you, because if you had input, maybe it would be good.
There you go.
Yeah, you're blamed.
Night Country is the first season of True Detective to include explicitly supernatural elements, with the ghost of one character seemingly being revealed to be the father of Matthew McConaughey's Rustin Cole from Season 1.
Yeah.
There are several other connections to Season 1, including the reveal that Salala Research Facility is funded by a company called Tuttle United.
Yeah.
Tuttle was the name of the Yellow King worshipping family Cole and Martin Hart were investigating, and the spirals. There's so many spirals.
Lots and lots of spirals.
Infinite number of spirals.
It just keeps going and going and going. New showrunner Issa Lopez, who co-wrote and directed all 6 episodes of the new season, was asked about Pizza Losa's comments during an interview with Vulture. Gave a very classy response. Fuck you. No. Quote, I believe that every storyteller has a very specific, peculiar, and unique relation to the stories they create. And whatever his reactions are, he's entitled to them. That's his prerogative.
That's his prerogative.
I wrote this with profound love of the work he made and love for the people that loved it. And it is reinvention, and it is different. And it's done with the idea of sitting down around the fire, and let's have some fun, and have some feelings, and have some thoughts. And anybody that wants to join is welcome.
Have some feelings and some thoughts.
This was her published classy response. They didn't publish the non-classy response.
Fuck you. Despite mostly positive feedback, Night Country has been review bombed on Rotten Tomatoes.
I
Shocking.
wouldn't know if it'd say positive feedback.
And Lopez took to X, formerly
okay.
Twitter, shortly after the season premiere to call out the trolls. Quote, so if you like last night's episode of True Detective and have a Rotten Tomatoes account, maybe head on over there and leave an audience review. Lopez wrote to her followers, quote, the bros and the hardcore fanboys of Season 1 have made it a mission to drag the rating down, and it's kind of sad. Or people just don't like it.
It's okay.
Yep.
You know, here's the strange thing about it, right? So if you're an interesting fan and you're going and you're looking at those things and all that kind of fun stuff, and in the who did it, right? Go ahead.
No, I'm waiting for you.
Oh no.
I'm just getting things ready for the next.
So go ahead.
segment.
So go ahead. And, so if you're going ahead and looking at it, it's probably convoluted. It probably could have been the story she tells. Probably could have been told in 3 episodes, even though this one is 6. But there's tons of Easter eggs that kind of do pay homage to season 1, which is kind of flattering. But the problem is, you would never notice or catch a lot of these unless you're watching somebody doing a YouTube review on who done it and all that kind of stuff and point all this shit out. In a lot of the stories, there's a lot of background in regards to the Inuit and indigenous peoples and lore there in Alaska that it's pretty neat that she incorporated all this stuff and threw it into the stories. But if you're not versed in it or you're not aware of it, then it wouldn't make any sense to you unless you went to one of these YouTube things to talk about it. And it's like, oh, that's what that is? Well, it'd be nice if somebody explained it to you. In the midst of the storyline.
Is this the shortest season of all of them?
Yeah, that's 6.
Yeah. I didn't know how the other one.
But if you go look at like the IMDb ratings, it starts at like 7 whatever, and it just drops with each episode until it finally spiked up in episode 5 because shit actually happens. And you're like, oh, okay, now it's getting good again. So.
Is this still better than the 2nd and 3rd seasons?
I don't know.
Okay.
With Mahershala Ali, I put it on the same par as like episode 2, where you're just trying to do too many damn storylines all at once.
Okay.
You focus a little bit more on just 2 storylines of the characters. Fine, but it's all right. It's not bad. It's not good. Well, it's not great. It's not good. What am I saying?
It's going to
average.
make you.
There you go.
You're saying
it's a B minus.
Not good. It's not great.
That's
but
right.
It'll make you ejaculate.
It's a B minus. That's right. B minus. The universal B minus. It's all right.
Okay. Jeff, you got anything?
Just the box office.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Thank you, Marty. The box office report from February 9th, 2024 to February 11th of 2024. Number 1 at the box office, Argyle. It made $6.5 million, a total of $29 million on a $200 million budget. It's not getting its money back. Ever. Coming in at number 2, Lisa Frankenstein made $3.8 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $13 million. Coming in at number 3, Jason Punched a Bee. The Beekeeper made $3.5 million, a total of $54.7 million on an unknown budget.
Why did you punch me?
Because if I heard somebody say, I punched a bee, I was going to punch Jason.
I punched a bee.
Well, if I'm getting punched anyways, I'll punch a bee.
Number 4 this week, The Chosen Season 4, episodes 1 through 3 made $3.2 million, a total of $12.6 million on an unknown budget.
Go out and see it by Thursday because they're removing it from the box office.
And coming in at number 5, Wonka made $3.1 million, a total of $205.3 million on a $125 million budget.
Okay. Anybody see Wonka yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Upcoming February 16th, the reason why you should run out and see The Chosen right now is because The Chosen Season 4, episodes 4 through 6 comes out on Friday.
Yes.
What, are you jumping around from the... I don't have that queued up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you don't need to queue that one up because we don't need to talk about it because it's just the next 3 episodes
episode
of The
3.
Chosen.
There's episode 4, which is followed by 5, and then 6.
I don't want to talk about that because I have about 4 other movies that come out this week that I was going to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
But I will say, also coming out, I'll go with the number 1 on the list here, Jim. Madame Web, Blake's favorite movie.
Cassandra Webb develops the power to see the future. Forced to confront revelations about her past, she forges a relationship with 3 young women bound for powerful destinies if they can survive a deadly present. Yeah, it doesn't look that good.
Oh, deadly present, like the time span, not like someone's gifting them something that's deadly.
It's both.
Oh, okay. Also coming out, we have Bob Marley, One Love.
The story of how reggae icon Bob Marley overcame adversity and the journey behind his revolutionary music. Okay, what else we have coming out that's not on the list?
Hello?
Hello. You're not supposed to drop the microphone?
Let's go with,
Sorry.
how about Land of Bad?
Ooh, Land of Bad is coming out.
A rookie Air Force combat controller and a seasoned drone pilot support a Delta Force team as they try to shift a mission gone wrong into a rescue operation. It's just a small movie starring Russell Crowe, Milo Ventimiglia, Liam Hemsworth, Ricky Whittle, Luke Hemsworth, no-name people.
Never heard of them.
Nope. And then we also have coming out, let's go with Adam in the First. Adam, a 14-year-old boy, travels across the country to meet a series of men who could be his father after finding a letter with a list of names and addresses.
Are you my dad?
Are you my dad?
I'm a bird.
Bye, Adam. I hope you find your dad.
Adam is played by Oaks Fegley and has David Duchovny, T.R. Knight, Larry Pine, Bill Slaughter, Eric Hansen. Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Norwell.
And then the last one I will talk about will be... I just lost the page.
Makes great for podcasting.
What About Love? Two young lovers change the lives of their parents forever when the parents learn from the joyful experience of kids and allow themselves to find their love again. This is Sharon Stone and Ian Glenn, Andy Garcia.
Never heard of them.
Yeah.
What is love?
It's coming out on February 14th. Good Valentine's Day movie.
No more. What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
No more.
I have to apologize for bringing that one up because it caused Jason to sing.
What is love?
All right, Brian, we're going over to you.
For what?
A Mad Libs.
All right, Doug, I need a plural noun.
Turtles.
I like turtles.
Blake, I need a past tense verb.
Killed.
Jeff, I need a noun.
Fatwa.
Sorry, what?
A fatwa.
Spell it.
Fatwa.
Jason, I need a verb ending in ing. Oh, no, I missed one.
I'll go back to it for Jim.
Sexting.
Jim, I need a plural noun.
Plural noun. Let's see what Google gives me.
Chat GPT. Provide plural noun.
It's not giving me anything good, so I will go with spinach plural or spinaches.
Spinaches.
Spinach eye.
I
Dog,
think spinach
I
is
need
plural
I
answer.
need an adjective.
Pink.
Blake, I need a person in the room.
Big D.
Jeff, I need an adjective.
I had an adverb ready. That's not going to work.
It is not.
Unexpected.
That was unexpected.
Lee.
Jason, I need an adjective.
Slippery.
Jim, I need an occupation.
Pilot.
Doug, I need an adverb.
Daily.
Blake, I need a plural noun.
Cabbages.
I think we got a theme.
Jeff, I need a verb ending in ing.
Let's go with falling.
Jason, I need an adjective.
Veiny.
It's so veiny.
Oh, God, Jason.
Jim, I need a noun.
I will go light bulb.
Doug, I need an adjective.
Tall.
All right. This Mad Lib is called Legendary.
Legend.
Wait for it.
Dairy.
You are a hero among turtles.
Yes.
You've killed the dragon and rid the world of evil spinaches. You've avenged your fatwa by sexting the pink orc, Big D. Your
Oh
name,
my God! Look at him. He looks like a pink orc. I think he has a new.
Sexted
I
him.
think he has a new nickname. The pink orc.
Your name is known far and unexpected, and after a slippery love affair with the town pilot, you've daily decided to settle down and have a few cabbages. You're tired of life falling. You're tired of a life of falling. Sorry. If this describes you, it's time to print a brand veiny character sheet and roll a new light bulb with something to prove. After all, fortune favors the tall.
We say that all the time.
Fortune favors the tall.
Good job, Brian.
Thank you, Jason.
We got some top 5.
I'm just glad you let him do this now because I kind of missed the joke he used to do all the time.
That's true.
And then
He would do it more often, but Jason kept telling him no.
Yeah, we don't have time. Got to get out of here.
You're limiting his minutes, and I don't appreciate
Jeff.
that as a listener.
I'm listening to Doug. Give me a second. Are you finished,
Yes.
Doug? Okay.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes.
Why did McDonald's stop selling burgers made of rabbit?
They never did.
There was a hair in the food.
Rabbits and hare are two different species.
I was trying to tell you.
Hey, Hobie, it's Brian. Hey, Hobie, it's Brian and Tony from Salt.
Why are you hitting the wrong button?
Hey, Brian and Tony, how we
Jeez.
doing today?
Not that I have anything against Brian and Tony from Salty Language. Go give them a show. Give them a show. Give their show a listen. But
Please do. Salty Language Podcast.
But instead, we are going to our top 5.
What is our top 5, Jeff?
I don't know. Let's see. Favorite action stars growing up.
Blake, you can go first. What's your number 5? Did you do one?
Yes, I did.
Oh, hey. Okay.
So number 5 isn't just an action star; it's a real life action star.
Okay.
And if you read about his history and his stunts, you realize, what the fuck were you thinking? But then his answer would be, do you know who the hell I am? Evel Knievel.
Oh. That's a good one. It's a good one.
And I want an Evel Knievel replica cane with whiskey in it,
Did you have the little motorcycle hit the toy figure?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Man, I used to crank the shit out of that thing.
Okay.
That was one of the funnest toys you had.
Okay.
But yeah, as he got older, he had to, because of his addiction to painkillers and breaking so many bones in his body, he had an entire cane filled with whiskey that you would take with him everywhere.
Did they sell that as a kid's toy too?
Yeah, that's the adult version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5 for you, Doug?
We're going that way.
Jeff was all ready to go.
I was ready.
Jesse Ventura.
Oh, I forgot about him.
The body.
I ain't got time to bleed. He was in The Running Man.
Running Man.
Predator.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
Governor of Minnesota.
Right. Some of our best politicians have come from the acting world.
Plus, years and years of acting in the WWE.
Number 5, Brian.
So I
I'm
decided.
going to veto this.
Or I guess it's WWF at the time he was
Correct.
in it.
WWF. Sorry.
So some listeners told me that they missed me being serious with my top 5s.
Ooh.
So I decided that I would
Super serial?
that I would actually put a little effort into this one.
Okay.
So I hobied my number 5, Steven Seagal and Kevin Sorbo.
If Dean Cain is on this list, so help me.
I know he's going to knock off my number 1. The best is Steven Seagal in those films when he goes into a pool hall. You know what's happening. You know what's going on. Good old Seagal. Number 5?
My number 5, I am going to go with Frank Welker.
Who's that?
He was the voice of Hefty Smurf.
I wish Jim would take these serious.
Hey, it's what I grew up watching.
Number 5 for me.
And he was by far the most action hero-ish on that show.
You're right about that.
Number 5 for me is Ray Liotta, Unlawful Entry. No Escape were just 2 of them that he did. So I loved going in there. And Unlawful Entry was one of my favorite films, action films back then. It was not good, though. Number 5 for you?
Number 5 for me is Roger Moore, the James Bond I grew up with.
Me too. That was my number 2.
Put it on the board.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, you did.
No, it's okay.
No, I really didn't.
Number 4?
Number 4 for me is Sigourney Weaver.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Ripley.
She's great in the Aliens movies.
Okay. Number 4 for me was Harrison Ford, Air Force One, Indiana Jones, Empire Strikes Back.
The first one you went for was Air Force One.
Yes. Yes.
Out of all the great films
Jeff.
Harrison Ford has done,
Get off my
first one
plane.
you mentioned
Sorry.
is Air Force One.
Sorry. Witness. Number 4 for you?
Number 4 for me, I am going to go with Peter Cullen. He voiced Optimus Prime.
Yes. Good movie, Transformers, back in the 80s.
That was the television show.
No, he did the movie, too.
Yeah, but he liked the television show. He hated the movie because they killed off Optimus Prime.
did.
But I'll also let you know
Spoilers.
that Frank Welker was also Megatron. So my number 5 is also connected to my number 4.
Number 4 for
Can't
you,
wait
Brian?
to see how number 3's connected.
I know, this is great.
Number 4 for me, I hobied it. Kurt Russell and James Woods.
I had James Woods. I like James Woods.
Yeah, this is a great action star in the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
Yep.
I had Kurt Russell as an honorable mention.
Number 4 for you?
I'm going to make it James Woods.
Put it on the
James
Put
Woods.
it on the board.
Put it on the board. Yeah.
Number 4 for you, Blake?
Everybody was kung fu fighting. I had Bruce Lee.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
And they was
They
fast
are as
as
fast
lightning.
as lightning. Everything's a little bit frightening
Number 3, Blake?
because they were kung fu fighting.
I like your raptor arms over here.
Ooh.
It started off as $1 million man, then it was just a normal stunt man. That was Lee Majors.
The Fall Guy.
He started out as a $6 million man.
Yeah, $6 million man, yes.
Recession got to him.
Yeah, that's right.
Number 3 for you, Doug?
I went with Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood was my number 1.
Put it on the board.
Dirty Harry Callahan. Or his character in Every Which Way But Loose.
That's true.
Or Any Which Way You Can.
Yep.
Or any of the westerns he did.
Yeah, or any of those.
He did westerns?
I didn't know that.
Number 3 for you?
Number 3 for me, I hobied it. Keanu Reeves and Ricky Schroeder.
Ricky Schroeder was great in Silver Spoons.
He was. He did all of his own stunts.
Yeah, that was he rode that train.
Ride it. Number 3 for you, Jim?
My number 3 is Casey Kasem.
Voice of?
Well, he was Shaggy
Yep.
and
Robin.
Who wasn't he the
Robin.
voice of?
And he was also Teletron and Blue Streak and Cliff Jumper from the Transformers.
Good job. My number 3 was Jean-Claude Van Damme. I loved his movies growing, like when I was a kid. Time Cop, Sudden Death. When he was up north, that was awful.
You didn't even mention his best yet.
Street Fighter, Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Yep.
I'm thinking about putting somebody in Bloodsport in my movie.
Universal Soldier. Number 3 for you?
Number 3 for me is Mr. T.
Okay.
Yes.
Loved Mr. T in the 80s.
Pity the Fool.
And I pitied the fools.
Yeah. DC Cab was awesome.
I especially like his work in Skechers commercials.
Yes. Number 2?
Number 2 for me, I'll go with Mr. T's co-star, Dirk Benedict.
Ooh.
He's in the A-Team and the original Battlestar Galactica.
Airwolf.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
He was in the movie Scavenger
Sorry,
Hunt.
that's who it was.
Don't miss your
He's honorable mention.
Your Jan Michael Vincent's
Sorry.
Jean-Claude Van Damme's.
My bad. My number 2 is Jackie Chan. Rumble in the Bronx alone. Great movie.
That was my number 2.
Put it on the board.
I guess I'm old because this is action stars growing up, and Jackie Chan stuff didn't come out and become popular to me until I was an adult.
Okay. Well, he had his
he was big in the
Asian following.
Yeah, but I was not part of that.
I was not
so
part of
I
that
did
either.
not grow up watching his Asian film.
Yeah.
We were mid-90s with him. Number 2 for you, Jim?
Number 2 for me, unfortunately, this doesn't connect to the other ones.
Oh.
It's Earl Hyman.
Who?
He did Panthro. Thundercats.
Thunder.
Ooh, nice.
He also played, I believe, was Cliff Huxtable's father in The Crosby Show.
He did a horrible job with that.
No. Cliff Huxtable was a great human being.
Just the actor who portrayed him was not.
Number 2 for you, Brian?
Number 2 for me, I hobied it. Patrick Swayze and John Voight.
It's John Voight's car.
John Voight's pencil.
I went to dental school with him.
That's an H in his name.
Roadhouse.
Match these dental bite on his pencil, please.
That's not a dumb
John
idea.
Voight's.
No, it is. It is. Number 2 for you,
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Number 1?
Jackie Chan.
Oh, Blake, sorry, number 2.
Oh yeah, my number 2 was Roger Moore.
And number 1?
Obviously, number 1 was Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
Okay, number 1.
Can I interrupt this just to say Blake has beautiful handwriting?
Oh, look at that.
I don't know if he's serious or not serious.
I got chicken scratch over here. Number 1 for me, Charles Bronson.
Okay.
Could never get into Charles Bronson movies. I don't know.
I agree.
I felt like I was supposed to like Charles Bronson, but
He was
I just couldn't get into
he
any
was like
of the
a
movies.
blue collar badass.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he wasn't a pretty boy.
No,
He was no Schwarzenegger.
he wasn't muscular,
He wasn't muscular.
but he,
He was,
could kick
he
your
was
ass.
a blue collar badass. Yeah, the first movie that brought him in was what was it? The
Death Wish.
Death Wish. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Number 1 for you?
Number 1 for me, I hobied it. Sylvester Stallone, Dean Cain.
Told you I didn't want Dean Cain on your list.
It's a great film they were in. Number 1?
Number 1, I did Hobie this one. I have actually 3 people on the list.
Uh-oh.
Are they all interconnected?
No, they're not connected. Well, 2 of them are connected. The other one's not connected whatsoever.
Damn.
The 2 that are connected are David Jason and Terry Scott. They voiced Danger Mouse and Penfold from the Danger Mouse cartoon.
Okay.
And my other number 1 is Donald Gibb, who was the other guy in Bloodsport.
Dr. Death.
Dr. Death.
Barry.
And
Brother Barry. Andy.
and what he probably is really best known for is being Ogre. In the Revenge of the
Revenge of
Nerds
Nerds. Brian, you're a big Stallone fan. I figured that was your number 1. What's your favorite Stallone film?
Rhinestone. Because Dolly's a national treasure.
She is.
She is. Taking out Rocky and Rambo.
Okay.
Those are like Mount Rushmore for me. Mm-hmm. Either Cobra or Copland.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the cameo in Bananas.
Oh, jeez.
Where does Nighthawks rank for you?
Nighthawks.
It wasn't. Oh man, that was tough.
What about Samaritan?
Samaritan was really good, actually. But probably not my favorite.
Over the top.
Was it the Lords? What was that movie? The Lords of
Flatbush?
Flatbush.
Flatbush. Yeah.
I was just curious.
Over the top would probably be 3 for me.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
No.
I was just curious.
At least we know he's got a limit somewhere.
Yeah, no Oscar, no Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. No, I mean, Rhinestone was good, but I would never put it on a list of my favorite movies of his.
Okay, so top 3, okay, again, for Dean Cain.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, I listed them a few episodes ago.
It's Christmas movies?
It's Christmas movies with the
Okay.
dog.
The Dog Who Saved Christmas?
Yeah, The Dog Who Saved
Okay,
Christmas.
okay.
1 and 2.
None of his action movies, more of a Christmas type guy.
Yeah, he really
Adventures of Lois and Clark.
he really reminds me of Christmas when I think of Dean.
He seems very caring.
Yeah. That's what we'll go with.
Well, I saw something recently where a bunch of Christian people were washing the feet of different people. So, I mean,
No.
Where did you see that? Like the Super Bowl, maybe?
I think it was Sunday. I saw something about it. Yes.
We had that. The comment that we made was, "Oh my God, the old coach Rex Ryan must be loving this."
He is a foot fetish.
A footish?
A Footish. Did they get Tarantino to direct that commercial?
But somebody shared the Randy Marsh meme with like jizz all over the walls and said, Rex Ryan, after watching that commercial.
Yeah, the one comment that I saw was Jesus is pissed that everyone leaked his OnlyFans photos.
Kill Bill was on yesterday. I was watching, Jeff, the first one, and it's just funny because like after with Tarantino and his foot thing, like there was a lot of shots of feet in that film.
Oh yes,
and I was like, wait a minute, why does the rock band not have shoes on? Number one for me is Arnold Schwarzenegger, Commando.
Get to the chopper.
Yep. Hey, remember when I told you I would kill you last?
Only in a rerun.
Oh, jeez. I lied.
Take my hand.
Agent State Farm. He was great.
Follow me to freedom.
No, wrong one.
Oh,
It's not a tumor.
No matter what, I will fight. Nope, wrong one. Number one for you?
Number one for me is Rutger Hauer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nighthawks.
Lady Hawk.
Let's see here. We had some fans send in some stuff here. Randall
thank
Holt
you.
at 666. He's not evil.
He's just
My brother.
tagged that way.
He had Bruce Willis, Kurt Russell, Sylvester Stallone, Chuck Norris, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. He said Sigourney Weaver, Linda Hamilton, and Harrison Ford are his honorable mentions.
Chuck Norris and Harrison Ford were my honorable mentions.
Jacoba at Tweets by Jacoba. He had Bruce Willis and Jean-Claude Van Damme. So he decided to just do two.
Hey, you hope he did. That's his list.
Yeah.
His prerogative.
Well, his fridge still has our...
Yeah, episode like 527 still stuck on his fridge.
Niecy.
Oh, hi, Niecy.
She had typical usual suspects. So Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Van Damme, Steven Seagal, and Chuck Norris. And then Steve had Everything I Learned from Movies.
Everything I learned from movies.
Had Eddie Murphy. Forgot about him. Dolph Lundgren, Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Schwarzenegger.
My girl likes
No
to
Nicolas
party
Cage?
all the time,
No
party
Nicolas
all the
Cage.
time,
Yeah.
Party all the time.
Real quick here, I forgot to put this in the beginning. On a more positive, serious note here, Doug, you got me hooked on one of the people on Twitter, Mark Joubert, Joubert,
Yeah.
Jabert, Mark _ Jabert. He has a infant that they just had they had him.
I think he's like 25 or 26 days old.
Yeah, and he's gone through open heart surgery.
Mm-hmm.
He had 3 surgeries in one day. We have no idea who this person is.
No.
Doug and I have never met this person, but we can't stop following his story. And now, like, everyone's following this guy's story. And he's not asking for anything. There's no GoFundMes or anything like that. He's just asking for prayers, good thoughts, and all that.
Minister or something.
Yeah. And he has pictures of it. His baby's name is Gus. And they just actually closed up his chest the other day. He's had kidney issues, lung issues. He had the heart transplant when he was
Days old.
Yeah.
There was complications from it.
The chest wasn't, or I'm sorry, the heart wasn't pumping actually, like wasn't,
Yes.
It was heartbreaking.
He's had 2 nurses, one on each side of the room, working 12-hour shifts. So they had 4 nurses, round the clock.
Jeez.
They said good news is that he had a stable night and a good day today. His blood pressure has been getting better, and his right lung is much improved today. His kidney output has declined, but he said that it's getting better. So yeah, it's very like up and down like each day, and it's unbelievable. Like Doug and I have said, like amazing what the little human body can go through. So again, we have no idea who this person is, but if you're looking for just something to good thoughts and prayers out there, it's Mark and then _ Joubert on Twitter. So yeah, and they have pictures of his kid, and he is adorable. So he has a baby sloth stuffed animal.
Oh,
So yeah, it's just, and they were able to hold him for only the second time 2 days ago. So yeah, so there you go. So thoughts and prayers out there for that, and also for Marty this week. So Marty, so
Scab Randall texted me.
Yes.
She wanted to wish a happy birthday to Derek Riggs, who was known for creating the Iron Maiden's mascot, Eddie.
oh
He's a big Iron Maiden fan.
oh yeah.
you said Dirt. I'm like, you're texting you Iron Maiden's artist.
Riggs, I'm getting too old for this shit.
That's why she's Canadian of the Year.
That's right. Try.
I mean, she's got my vote from here for next year now.
Apparently, next week we will have a dessert of some sort from Dr. Dana.
Nice.
I believe Jim might have shared it on Facebook. She wanted me to let everyone know that we will have something coming next week.
Dr. Dana's a peach.
Did you tell her she's already Canadian of the Year?
She
Don't pander to these guys.
she is she wants to continue. The
Oh.
goal is soloed. Canadian of the Year.
Oh.
She's never been a solo Canadian. of the
Hey,
Year.
Scab Randall, what you got next?
Clothes for your daughter.
Damn it!
Happy birthday to Derek Riggs. Happy birthday,
I mean, that
Derek
doesn't do
Riggs.
anything for me.
You know better than the rest of us. Is she going mad with power on this Canadian of the Year thing? You know, is this one of these deals where even if she doesn't win, she's not going to give up the title?
I don't see that happening, but I mean,
Okay.
Fake news.
as we get closer, it's hard to say. I think
What-
we'll get a better feel in October, around the Expo time.
Yeah.
That's October 18th through the 20th.
Yes.
Cincinnati
Conven-
Comic Expo, Sharonville Convention Center.
Should I fear for my daughter's safety?
No.
Okay.
No.
just
we,
her
we don't need to go
Not-
that.
Yeah.
far.
Okay.
No, she'll never get to that
Okay.
level.
Your horse's safety, though, you might
Well-
want to watch out for.
It's insured. That's fine by me.
You leave Chili Billy alone.
Sorry, my bad.
All right. Anyway, I got my honorable mentions.
Yeah, real quick.
I had Christopher Meyer, Byron Cherry, John Schneider, Tom Wopat, Denver Pyle, and Catherine Bach.
Do you know who would love that list?
The Gimp.
The Gimp. The Gimp would love that list.
They are the Dukes of Hazzard.
I did have two as well.
Okay.
Dolph Lundgren and Wesley Snipes.
Let's see here. We had titles for the show. Oh, I'm sorry. Bad idea of the week. Bad idea of the week. Number 8005, Argyle.
Wow. Okay. Just
No, that's not a bad idea.
it's not terrible.
No.
It's 8005.
No.
Spending 129 million on a movie you know is not going to make back 16.
Well, once Apple gets a hold of it, they'll make their money back.
What about the people that are now shelving? What is it? Coyote versus Acme.
Yes.
Never
Yes.
see the light of day again.
No. They said they want $70 million for it.
They would make it.
They made it. It's ready. It's
No, I'm
done.
saying they would make that money
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
If they put it out to the world,
Yep.
that would make
Yep.
that much money.
And I don't know if you brought this up with Batgirl, because it sounds like you might have. But somebody had mentioned, if you're going to get a tax break for not showing it, it should be public domain.
Yes.
Correct.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Who's that guy? David
Zasloff?
Yeah. So he was speaking at a college graduation in May. Did you see this? I just saw it online. And he was booed
Yes.
Yeah.
repeatedly throughout the whole speech. So, yeah. Anyways, titles for the show. Jeff?
I had Scab Beaver Hands.
I had that one.
Keep the listeners guessing. Sentient Ice Cream. Jason's Rubbing Off on Me. And The Pink Orc.
I had the Pink Orc, Scab Beaver Hands, Kurt Rambo. I've had a little hunk before. And the Pink Orc.
I had Never Not Booping, At the Dog, at Dog World, or Kitty City at Dog World.
It's good promotion.
It is not. I had Everybody Does It. I've never had a big hunk before. Keep the guests guessing. Pre-Brian Oreos. That brain impediment runs in the family.
Doug?
I had just Footish and a really good co-ed softball team.
I like that one. Really good co-ed softball team. Sound good?
Oh, I was going to vote for the pre-Brian Oreo. Or whatever you said.
Pre-Brian Oreos.
Either one.
That's just my
Are you
vote.
allowed putting Oreos in the title?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
We're going to now.
If you do Footish, we may get extra hits this week.
Yeah, let's do Footish.
Sold.
We'll be back next week, and Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You've been listening to Hobie.